Well, it's good, in the fact that we do have continuity, Sherry, and the fact that guys know each other, they know the terminology, know the system. So it's not like coming in trying to build and put together the defensive system, the offensive system. Now we just got to take the next step as a team, as a unit, with togetherness, guys understanding what we need to do and getting it done with a chip on the shoulder. Again, we haven't done anything. We're still in the building process, growing, and along with that, we have expectations. So it's a double whammy. I'm pushing us to grow, and everybody around us is saying, "Hey, you got to win. You're supposed to win." And I'm reminding the guys that, reality is we're still a young team.
Is there pressure to win then? Like that outside pressure, and they hear it, and they're a young team.
Right.
But is that pressure there?
No, well, it's always pressure. I feel pressure. Back when we were won 23 games, there's pressure to even when we were developing, growing. So there's always pressure to win, pressure to perform, pressure to produce. So that's always there. The pressure for me is pressure to continue to grow at the same time trying to produce, because we have a long way to go as far as developing. Our core guys, Valanciunas is not there yet. T. Ross is not who he's going to be yet. DeMar DeRozan, I say, still has growth to do. So, there's growth to be had, and that's the pressure of let's get that done, and winning and all the other stuff will take care of itself.
How would you compare the beginning of the season last year versus this one?
The beginning of the season?
Yes.
Well, last year was the unknown. Everybody, we didn't know who we were going to be. We were still trying to find an identity, trying to establish a defensive identity, where I think now we know that, hey, we're a defensive team first. And last year the offense kicked in. We were in the first top 10. So, yeah, we're a good offensive team, but we know we're a defensive team.
When you take a unit, and it hasn't changed that much because you have 10 guys coming back, and last year no one gave you a chance. And this year they're saying you're going to get 50 wins.
Who's they? I want to know who they are.
I
okay.
just
all
people
right.
critics.
Okay.
How's that? And
okay.
how do you take that same nucleus and all of a sudden it was nothing and now it is something? Is it just the sheer expectations of how you ended?
Right. Well, the one thing we have to do, Sherry, as a team is we can't listen to the noise, because they are going to be on us if we lose a couple of games. So I don't pay any attention to that. I'm more worried about our concern of growing, developing, and all the other stuff. What they say will take care of itself, whether it's 48 games, 47. There's a great possibility we could lose, win less games than we did last year, but be a better team. So that's a distinct possibility, and if that happens, so be it. So I'm not going on wins and losses or what we did last year as far as wins are concerned. I'm more concerned about our development and improvement and getting better.
Is that because the East is overall a little weaker?
I think the East is better, Michael. You look at Cleveland. Miami hasn't, they're not the same Miami, but they haven't disappeared. Atlanta, you look at their team, they've improved. Adding Cephalosha, another defender, a healthy Al Horford. So they're better. Chicago, Charlotte, Washington's better. So everybody around us, I would say Boston with internal growth is going to be better. So, we can't sit still and say, hey, we're going what we did last year. We've got to continue to grow and internally get better too, as far as, and again, that may be less wins, but we may be a better team.
What's the importance of getting off to a quick start?
It's huge, especially at home, Josh. I think our opportunity at home, we got to make sure we take advantage of that. Or, we got to take care of home. I think we developed an edge about home last year. We got to continue that. Whatever that edge is, we got to make sure we, make it hard, the ACC a hard place to play. And we did that last year. So, again, that was last year. Now we got to come and do it this year.
What's impressed you about Lou?
One is his defense. I'm pleasantly surprised with his defensive focus and effort. That was been a big question mark ever since he was back in Philly. I think his health has been great. I think that was a big difference from last year and this year. But we've really been impressed with his team defense, his team defensive focus, and him picking up on our schemes as quickly as he has.
You say you know what you are now a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. But how much can you really know until it happens?
We don't. Nobody does. That's why I say when they say 50 games, they don't know.
Yeah, they put the Lakers on the cover.
Thank you. So whoever they are, is something that you don't know who we are until we go out and throw it up for real, because all the exhibition games are for naught. I mean, the record, everybody. I look at San Antonio, won 2 games, and so you can't put anything on exhibition. Now we'll find out who we really are these next couple of weeks.
A couple of players have talked about how they really like the We the North campaign and that they've really started to own it. What are your thoughts on it?
I think it's great. It gives us an identity, part of our edge. I was in Kansas, Wichita, Kansas, and the guy didn't even know that Toronto had an NBA team. And that should tee you off. That should make you mad that fans didn't know we had an NBA team. So we have to use that, and We the North, we know we have a team here. We know we have pride here. And so we have to use that to our advantage as far as having that 2x4 chip on our shoulder. And we have to play that way. And I think We the North is part of that identity that we're trying to establish, that we have established.